I'm not. Okay. Hi, I'm Gina.
I'm Cassidy.
And we were asked to talk about Camp Shawnigan. And this is something that's really close to our hearts. Cassidy is 24 years old. She started going to Camp Shawnigan when she was about 8 years old, and continued every year that they offered the camp. The first year that she went, we dropped her off, and then we sat in a restaurant about 20 minutes from the campsite waiting for about 2 hours for the phone call that we thought was eventually going to come.
Yeah, mostly because my mom was worried that I was going to get homesick my first night there.
Yeah, Cassidy had never been away from home, certainly never had the opportunity to go to any other regular camps. We had a lot of barriers in getting into regular camps. And I say regular, I mean that the camps where the children that attend don't have diverse abilities. Mm-hmm. And, for a parent, being able to trust that I could drop my daughter off and leave her for a week, there was no way that was going to happen. And the first year, like I said, we sat in the restaurant for 2 hours waiting for the phone call that actually never came. The most amazing experience was picking her up at the end of that week. And do you want to talk about how that very first week was?
Well, I would definitely say it was a lot of fun. I got a chance to make some new friends, meet some new people, and I can honestly say that I wasn't really sure about going to camp, but I had a friend who stuck by my side the whole time, so I was able to learn to interact with others and trust that the counselors would look out for me.
And were the counselors fun? And
yeah, they were. They were a lot of fun. They joke around. They give you support. They're basically like your friend or that fun aunt who comes to visit.
And what was your favorite part? Like every time you were headed back to go to camp every year, what was your favorite thought in your mind?
Well, I would say that my favorite thought in my mind was just making new connections and making new friends with people I had honestly never met before.
Were you afraid of being away from your family?
I was a little bit afraid by maybe the second night I was there, but I eventually learned to cope by writing letters.
And did the counselors, give you those coping mechanisms, and were they able to tell you that some of the stuff that you could do to sort of relieve homesickness? And
yeah, it's funny because I got the letter writing idea from a counselor of mine from my third year that I was there. She basically said that the best way to stop being homesick was to write down what you do each day, and it'll be just like writing to your parent.
And what did you feel like at the end of the week when it came time to come home?
By the end of the week, I was really happy. I had made some new friends, but it was also a little bit sad to leave my friends and the counselors, but it was knowing that I had to get back to a normal life because I had a family who needed me.
And one of the things that we were so excited about when we pulled up that day to pick up Cassidy the first time, she looked like, oh my gosh, you look like you hadn't had a shower in a week, but you did.
Mom, did we really have to talk about that?
So they look like typical kids coming back from camping, like everyone else. They go to the camp, they have lots of fun, they don't worry about anything. They just have fun. They're just kids and young adults enjoying each other, supporting each other. and teaching everyone around them about what true friendship really means. And, you know, nobody made fun of anybody else. It's not that type of place. And I think for us as parents, it was, you know, a week for us to sit here, and we missed our kids, and we were able to rejuvenate and, you know, be able to have more fight in us for the challenges that sometimes lay ahead. And knowing full well that for the entire week, we didn't have to worry. We knew our kids were safe. We knew they weren't being, you know, in some typical environments where kids go to camp, there's some bullying and there's, you know, stuff that of course the counselors manage, but that doesn't happen here. These kids are true to themselves. They're true to their characters. They're kind. And the week every summer was the highlight of the year. We start looking forward to it in March, and we just move forward from there.
Yeah. I mean, it's what summer is like for every kid. They just want the chance to be able to be themselves without anyone judging them or making assumptions.
Yeah. And the best part is they had food that was delicious. We were so jealous when she would come home and tell us what she had done and what she'd eaten and the games she had played and the kangaroo court and you know, and last but not least in this video, kudos to the counselors, because those people are absolutely incredible. What they give to the kids, and I'm sure what the kids give back to them, really shapes our kids' view of life and participation and joy. So Camp Shawnigan needs to go on. These camps for our children, they're so important. They're life-changing. And like I said, it's teaching them kindness, compassion, support of one another, and not to be afraid, to be able to go out and just be themselves, just to be themselves. And I want to focus on that. That is the most important thing. Nobody places any expectations on them, and they shine. So I think that's all we have to say. And you can always call us and we can share more experiences. But take care, be safe, and looking forward to more Camp Shawnigan. Thank you.
Ow.